I wasn't sure if I should show you this next video or not, but I think it's important to show how dangerous the sovereign citizen movement can be. This video I'm about to show you is in defense of Dezi Freeman. Freeman, of course, is still on the run tonight after allegedly killing 2 police officers. And this video is as scary as it is bizarre.
To the media reporting on Dezi Freeman, where'd you pull this sovereign citizen word from? What's your evidence? Why aren't you reporting on the fact that 10 police officers pulled up to his property, armed, no body cams, allegedly? And if that's the case, how do we actually know what actually went on? Why haven't you mentioned anything about Dan Andrews and how Dezi wanted to take him down for treason? Nah, you don't report that, do you? Everyone can see your agendas. And to that, a current affair reporter, your smear campaign, very, very good example of what you guys do. Dezi's like me. He's had it a lot worse. He's a targeted individual, target of gang stalking. You guys are batting for the wrong team.
This is just delusional. And just to be aware, the edits in that video are hers, not me. That is how it has been uploaded to TikTok. And I'm not crediting the username because I just don't want to do that. When I see the defense of this guy and the allegations he has made, I find it really scary that there are people out there sharing these views. And I've been reading tonight that there are more people coming out in defense of him, sharing his views. But let's go through each section of the video because there is a lot to unpack there.
To the media reporting on Dezi Freeman, where'd you pull this sovereign citizen word from? What's your evidence?
What else would you call him? I don't have a direct quote of him saying that, but I do have evidence. Freeman has harboured explicit hostility towards government institutions and law enforcement. Notably, he has labelled police Nazis, Gestapo, terrorist thugs, and corrupt filth in court filings. Freeman is well known to police. According to news.com.au, he appears to be a prominent name in a suspected sovereign citizen circles and affiliated media. Last night, I showed this bizarre footage of him in court trying to arrest the magistrate.
Okay, but I arrest you for acting oppressively and when interested and perverting the course of justice. You must stand down. You are now in my custody and under... Does this court obey the law, sir?
Just have a seat.
Does this court obey the law?
Have a seat.
Even just once?
Have a seat.
If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck, and he is a sovereign citizen. Let's continue.
Why aren't you reporting on the fact that 10 police officers pulled up to his property, armed, no body cams, allegedly?
Huh? I have not heard that. I have not seen it reported anywhere that there were no body cams. After seeing that video, I did a deep dive and I could not find any evidence to support that claim. There's been no statement by Victorian Police saying that such footage doesn't exist. And you'll notice if I make a statement of fact here on McKnight Tonight, I'll show a graphic of the source. There's no source cited in this video, just BS statements. Also, it's been reported everywhere 10 officers went to that property. This is literally how it was written in The Guardian. And I quote, "It was at about 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday when 10 police visited a property in Victoria's High Country just outside Pornpulka to execute a search warrant." Let's continue though.
No body cams, allegedly. And if that's the case...
It's not, but go on.
Why aren't you reporting on the fact that 10 police officers pulled up to his property, armed, no body cams, allegedly? And if that's the case, how do we actually know what actually went on?
Well, we know 2 police officers are dead. We know a man is on the run, a man who was being served a search warrant over child sex allegations. We also know that an Instagram account belonging to Dezi Freeman declared, and I quote, "Cops are the enemies of humanity, especially here in Australia where they have declared war on Aussies. Cops are the new Gestapo. Their lives are dedicated to inflicting their hate and superiority complexes on others and causing as much harm, misery, and destruction as possible. The only good cop is a dead cop, preferably incinerated. That's what we know, which is a hell of a lot more than you. Unlike you, every officer involved in this case will face an investigation. Journalists will be digging to find out what happened. Now, look, I get you don't trust the media or the police, so you'll go on believing in your conspiracy theories, but theories are not facts. What else have you got?
Why haven't you mentioned anything about Dan Andrews and how Dezi wanted to take him down for treason? Nah, you don't report that, do you?
What are you talking about, you stupid woman? It has been widely reported that Freeman wanted treason charges brought against former Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews. Here's just one example from news.com.au. In 2021, Freeman was among hundreds of protesters who attended Myrtleford Magistrates Court in support of a treason charge brought by activists against then Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews. So, more lies. Let's take a look at the last bit of this video rant.
Why haven't you mentioned anything about Dan Andrews and how Dezi wanted to take him down for treason? Nah, you don't report that, do you? Everyone can see your agendas. And to that A Current Affair reporter, your smear campaign, very, very good example of what you guys do. Dezi's like me. He's had it a lot worse. He's a targeted individual, target of gang stalking. You guys are batting for the wrong team.
I don't think so. And if Dezi is like you should be locked up because you are a threat to the rest of us. If you think this man and the allegations against him are okay, you have no place in our society. And look, if you want more background on the sovereign citizen movement, go and watch my interview from last night with Associate Professor Joe McIntyre. He's a constitutional law expert. There were some great insights in that interview. I've always thought of sovereign citizens as this fringe group who try to get away with crap, but ultimately the police catch them, they go to jail, they pay their fines and all that kind of stuff. This is scary. This is fringe conspiracy stuff. And if this is infiltrating our country, God help us all.
Fun, insightful interviews from a washed-up producer with nothing to lose. McKnight Tonight, McKnight Tonight, McKnight Tonight. It's good night from McKnight Tonight.